Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sword and Shield is overprinted garbage. None of the booster boxes are going to appreciate in the future. It's all going to go to zero. Or is it? Let's have a little look into this because I keep seeing a lot of opinions on the internet and the Twitter sphere and all this sort of stuff about how Sword and Shield completely overprinted and there's going to be no value in sealed collections in the future. Let's have a little look into that. So let's have a look at the price of booster boxes at the moment throughout the Sword and Shield era, and let's just have a look at Sword and Shield base set. So if we scroll up to the top up here, you've got one selling here for 250. You've got one there for 220, and these are all recent sales as well. One for 210. You scroll back a little bit further, beginning of December, you're hitting the 180s. Another one there for 220. But as you can see, the price is going up. This is from October 165. And as we're reaching the end of Scarlet and Violet, people are already seeming to start to scramble for these sealed boxes. Sword and Shield, not particularly great set, not amazing cards within it, but it was the base set, it was the first set. It's a good few years old now, and there's no more of this coming, and there hasn't been any more of this coming for a very long time. So you can probably expect the price on this to continue going up. If you picked up a booster box of this, for 100 quid when it came out, already you've sort of doubled your money. And this was before the pandemic boom as well, so this wouldn't have been anywhere near as printed as some of the later sets that we'll go through in a second. If we jump forward a couple more sets, I think this was the third one, was it? Darkness Ablaze. And again, these booster boxes are at 150, 130, 140, and they're starting to hit 200 in January. And you know, again, not the greatest appreciation, but still, these booster boxes will continue to go up, as time goes on. And when the pandemic proper hit and everyone was super super hot on Pokemon cards, Vivid Voltage probably was the huge set that came out at the time. And yeah, this set got printed to oblivion. There was booster boxes for this around all the time. Well, not all the time because obviously they kept selling out, but they kept getting refilled all the time. And still, despite the fact that all of that set was heavily, heavily printed, booster boxes are already sitting at £140 a box. There's a few auction drops there, but yeah, 145 on the bite now. And if we have a look at Vivid Voltage, we have a look at the cards within the set. Arguably the best cards in the set, probably the Pikachu, and everybody, of course, was chasing the Rainbow VMAX. But other than that, maybe the Alakazam, and that is kind of it really. The secret rares are very, uninspiring. It's basically just a bunch of treasure junk and a couple of gold Pokemon that not that many people care about. So we move forward to Brilliant Stars, and Brilliant Stars is actually still in print. It's supposed to be still in print, but for some reason there's no more booster boxes coming. Um, don't know where they are, but this is the price of a Brilliant Stars booster box at the moment: 160, 180, 155, 160. This isn't an old set. This should still be in print, and already these booster boxes are hitting 150. Um, Absolutely insane. And then if you have a look at Lost Origin, which is actually the second to most recent set before Silver Tempest, even these booster boxes are at £130. I've not seen a single restock for these. These are, you know, I don't know when there's going to be a restock coming. There's no news of when there's anything coming. Apparently there's going to be some news in maybe a couple months of what might be restocked soon. But I mean, look, 133. This is a new set, £125. Again, we'll go to Silver Tempest, and Silver Tempest is there again, £120. Basically £120, £120, £125. So it's insane to see that these prices are holding, and why are they holding when the sets come out at £100 a box? And the reason for that is because Pokemon are not printing these boxes to oblivion. You know, there's not a lot of this stuff out there, and the prices are holding. And why are the prices holding? Well, there's a lot to chase in these sets now. And if we have a look at Silver Tempest, you'll see there's a whole stack of ultra rare and super rare cards within this set. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, so there's like over 50 ultra rares and above within that set. And that's not including the trainer gallery as well, where you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 19. So there's like 70 ultra rare cards within the set for you to collect. If we go all the way back to Vivid Voltage, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 33, and then 38. So you've got half the amount of cards to chase within that set. So even if you printed twice as much Silver Tempest as you did Vivid Voltage, you're going to have roughly the same pull rates right across all of those across all of those cards, because you've now got to fit 70 ultra rare and above into a complete set. And when you open up a booster box, uh, especially these days, you get maybe 3 or 4 of these cards, and maybe 2 of those are the secret rares, right? But let's be liberal with the numbers, and let's say you pull 4 of these, ultra rare and above cards, and any of them could be a mix of secret rare and and below, right? And that's including the alternate arts as well. They've included a new stage for alternate arts, and arguably these might even be a higher rarity tier than the secret rares as well. But let's just assume that they're on the same level. So if you've got 70 cards in a set and you pull 4 of those cards from each booster box, it's going to take you nearly 20 booster boxes to try and complete this set. And that's assuming that you're not getting any duplicates um, at all, right? Now, if you go back to Vivid Voltage and you apply the same metrics, and there's only 38 here, and you divide that by 4, it's gonna take you just less than 10 booster boxes to complete the set. So that's about half the amount of Silver Tempest. Again, if we look at Lost Origin and we look at the cards from that set, you've got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. Oh, I didn't realize there was this many, but so that's at 45, and then 46, and then on top of that as well, you've got these, so 52, 58, 64, 65. So there's less trainer gallery in this set. So you've got 65 cards, and most of these there's quite a lot of secret rares in this set as well. But yeah, you've got 65 cards. Divide that again by 4, and you're looking at, like, what's that, 15, is it? 15 booster boxes. Go back to Darkness Ablaze so that we don't use Vivid Voltage again. We'll look at Darkness Ablaze, and you've got 6, 12, 18, 20. Oh no, sorry, 6, 12, 18, 22, 25. Again, divide that by 4, and it works out like roughly 6 booster boxes. So again, it's half of the booster boxes to complete the set. So yeah, they may be printing more and more Silver Tempest. They may be printing more and more of Lost Origin than they were years ago. But there's a ton more cards in the set now, and people complain that the pull rates are bad, or they're fed up with pulling Rainbow Brandons and you know cards like that. I mean, who wants a Rainbow Brandon? Me personally, I hate pulling these rainbow cards. I don't like full art trainers either. So the majority of the time, the cards that I'm personally chasing are the full art Pokemon, of course the alternate arts, and a spattering of the gold ones. I'm not really interested in these sorts of ones down here. The gold Pokemon that I'm interested in, basically just the gold Lugia. I'm not really too interested in the superior. Um, so yeah, this is what I'm saying. Out of a booster box, if you divide it, if you get 4 good pulls, and it's going to take you 20 booster boxes to complete the set, obviously there's more booster boxes that you're going to need to open, and therefore the set isn't actually overprinted. And I think we're going to see a lot of this as well. More people, if they're not printing as much Silver Tempest, because they are definitely throttling the booster boxes for the most recent sets. I mean, even Brilliant Stars is above MSRP now, and it's not out. It's not supposed to be out of print. So if they continue this trend, then you're going to see the booster boxes continue to climb. And if we have another Evolving Skies, then even a reprint won't touch that price. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And I think definitely Sword and Shield isn't overprinted. There's absolutely no way that is the truth. And if people are going to continue to chase these alternate arts in the future as well, the price of those cards, I think, are what is really going to be the driving factor of these sets. But I mean, the trainer gallery in itself is very, very important, and I think that's ultimately why Pokemon have brought back the trainer gallery. It's why they've increased the number of secret rares you can get in a box, and they've brought the alternate arts into play as well. So all of those increased rarities and harder things to chase means that people are opening more product, and not actually getting what they want, which means they need to open up more product. So that's kind of the economy of it. And hopefully that kind of makes sense to you. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you think there's anything that's, you know, considerably overprinted, or whether Pokemon need to print more, whether they should be printing less, um, whether they should start decreasing the number of rarities in the box. I know that this is quite a contentious point as well. People don't want so many rare cards in a set so that it's possible to complete. But that's definitely not the way the collectible world is going. The collectible world is heading the other way. It's heading to more high-end, um, more high-end collectors, and this isn't supposed to be aimed at kids anymore, in my opinion. Even though kids kind of do still take part, but it's just kind of setting them up for the future, to be part of it when they're old enough to buy the cards themselves, I guess. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this market analysis. And let me know what you're going to be chasing, what you think your investments are going to be going into over the next few years. And are you going to be investing in Pokemon? Maybe you're looking at MetaZoo, maybe you're looking at SwSh, something like that. But let me know.